Family law attorneys refer to January as divorce month. While the new year is a new start for all of us, for many, it's not the start they may have expected.
It is a challenging and emotional journey. It can be overwhelming. So here with some advice, we welcome Nicole Sodoma from Sodoma Law. Nicole, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
First of all, why is January divorce month?
Well, I believe the same way that people set resolutions that are health-oriented, they also set resolutions that they're not happy in their marriages for whatever reason and decide that the start of a new year is the time to refresh.
Yeah, that was me, January 2004. So where do you suggest people start?
I think the first place to start is to set some objectives, set some goals, think about what life is going to be like when you decide to actually separate. If you are a parent, you need to be thinking about parenting schedules and what joint legal custody means to you. From a financial perspective, what can you afford? Are you going to be required to pay support? Are you entitled to support? Setting some goals at the beginning and some expectations, I think, is the best place to start. The next place to start, I think, would be getting an education from an attorney who practices in the area of family law. Education is key so that you can make some smart decisions.
Okay, you talk about painting a picture about what life will look like once you are no longer married. What about when it comes to your finances?
Make a list. I refer to it as a balance sheet. So you would make a list. The very first place is to understand what your marital estate looks like. So a listing of all of your assets, all of your debts, and understanding what income there is. A lot of times people go to their neighbors or their friends who have already separated, and they assume that life will look like whatever happened for their friend or neighbor, and unfortunately that's not always the case. Having a good support system is important, but not always thinking that your facts are going to be the same as your friends. It can get you in trouble.
What about spousal support, child support? How do you figure out how much is paid or whether or not you can expect it?
Usually the best place to start is to get information from the attorney based on your circumstances. Spousal support and child support can be paid from either mother to father or father to mother. We've seen a change in that over the years.
Are there some general rules? Like if you've been married for 10 years, you'll probably get child support or spousal support for the rest of your life. If you've only been married for 2, don't look for anything. There's consideration for the length of your marriage when the court determines how long spousal support should apply. You also could do it by agreement. People agree all the time as to what's appropriate if, in fact, someone's entitled to spousal support.
Nicole, you talk about people turning to their friends during a time like this. As you mentioned, a great support that you would need, but certainly can't replace the advice of an attorney. How would somebody go about choosing the attorney who's right for them?
Choosing an attorney is so important. Attorneys are luxuries. Not everyone can afford an attorney. In fact, in Mecklenburg County, we have a self-serve center that helps people who can't afford to hire private counsel. When you choose an attorney, you are choosing someone who is your voice, who is going to be your advocate, who should be able to be incredibly candid with you, be able to give you the best case and the worst case in your situation. So finding somebody that you trust is going to be critical. And in Mecklenburg County, we have over 4,000 attorneys. Only a handful of them really concentrate in the area of family law. At our firm, there are 7 lawyers. We eat, sleep, and breathe family law. There are just not that many firms, but there are lots of opportunities to find the right advice. You just really need to make sure that you're comfortable with the person you've chosen.
Okay, when you take a look at a family, and you've seen plenty of them, what advice do you have for keeping things as normal as possible for the children? Keeping the children first.
They should be the primary focus. They are resilient and they can handle transition probably a lot better than some of our parents, but that change is going to be inevitable, and thinking about them before you make decisions is really critical and paramount.
Nicole, thank you very much. We appreciate your time today.
Happy to help.
Nice to have you here.